Broadcasting live from Studio 3 at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, you're watching Stallion TV.
Welcome to Stallion TV for Monday, October 25th. I'm Justin Kearns.
And I'm Stephen Cardemus. Thanks for joining us here at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College. In just a few short weeks, some of our male students will be competing for the title of Mr. ABAC. Stallion TV's Blaine Mitchell reports on this manly competition.
This next group of eligible Mr. ABAC competitors are suiting up for this year's competition. This is the return of the Mr. ABAC competition, with it being held for the first time since 2018 by the Manners Club. I spoke with the president of the Manners Club to figure out what exactly the Mr. ABAC competition is.
The Mr. ABAC competition is a very good way for the gentlemen at ABAC to express themselves in a very creative and a very professional way. It allows them to be very creative because there's a creative dressing portion, there's a very professional dressing portion. The winner of Mr. ABAC, of course, will get a scholarship.
What club puts together the Mr. ABAC competition?
It's Manners. We're the ones that are doing it fully. We are inviting all the guests. We are inviting all the spokespeople that will be helping us judging. We're also doing this for charity, so that way so we can just benefit those that aren't as lucky as us.
Tickets are selling out fast, so make sure you pick yours up for the competition on November 9th at 6 p.m. in the Hallward Auditorium. For Stallion TV, I'm Blaine Mitchell.
The ABAC community will be watching to see which of our stallions will come out on top.
Students have struggled in their science classes this semester, with some professors seeing lower than average grades in most of their courses. With more details on these science struggles, Stallion TV's Stephen Cardemus reports.
Science courses should be challenging, but this semester has seen an alarming rise in failing grades across many different science classes. We spoke with a few professors in the science department to get their thoughts on the increase in lower grades.
The students are doing about a grade level lower, so, B's instead of A's, C's instead of B's.
Not everything is doom and gloom in the science grades, as some professors have seen the opposite effect in their classes.
This semester, I haven't noticed a significant drop-off in performance. If anything, compared to the last 3 or 4 semesters, they've been doing a little bit better than let's say compared to the last probably 3 or 4 semesters. To see the instructor, if they're struggling, identify what areas that they're weak in and work with the instructor to better improve their performance in those areas. I think that's some of the advice I would offer.
While the semester will soon come to an end, students still have time to turn their science struggles into successes. For Stallion TV, I'm Stephen Cardemus.
Anyone struggling with these science courses should see their professors and ask how they can improve their grades.
Over the past few weeks, we've been going through a transition with our new president, Tracy Brundage. Here with more information on it is Stallion TV's Mateo Serrano.
University leaders from around the state attended the investiture of Tracy Brundage, and we're ready to hear her speak about what she's willing to do for ABAC's future. She's very proud of one thing that she has done for students and parents.
Our fundraising efforts have paid off with more scholarships, and over 50% of our graduates completed their degree programs last year absolutely debt-free. I know parents say hallelujah to that.
And she told the crowd she was bringing back basketball.
From a 2-year to a 4-year program, and on this very playing floor, a year from now, we are bringing back Golden Stallion and Golden Phillies basketball. Yeehaw!
ABAC is currently a NJCCA member that is transitioning to a 4-year institution. The school has been approved for membership in the Southern States Athletic Conference. This has been Mateo Serrano reporting out.
Fellow Stallions, be sure to welcome our new president with open arms and be ready to ball out next year with the arrival of our new basketball team.
South Georgia has finally gotten a taste of fall this past week, and we may be experiencing one of our coldest Halloweens in recent years. Here with our outlook is Stallion TV's Kinsley McKinney.
Thank you, Justin. go ahead and plan your costumes accordingly, because this Halloween will be one of the coldest we've seen in 7 years. Temperatures will drop to about 46 degrees Tuesday night, and that's just one of many nights this week that'll be below 60. Starting this weekend, we see the beginnings of a cold front, with our lows gradually declining from about 62 degrees this morning to 40 degrees by the time next Wednesday rolls around. That being said, don't go overboard on warm layers, as our highs are still reaching the high 80s, with our days still mostly sunny. On a national note, the snowbirds coming south for the winter will feel right at home. The NOAA released a statement earlier this week saying that all northwestern states can expect to see higher temperatures than usual this winter, while the South and Midwest can expect lower temperatures than usual. This is due to something known as El Nino, which essentially changes the flow of the jet stream. El Nino will affect our precipitation, with the North seeing drier winters while the South sees a higher precipitation chance. This combination may allow for the South to see more snow than usual this year, so at least that's something we can look forward to. Back to you, Justin.
So it's that time of the year where you're either freezing in the morning or you're burning up by noon. How wonderful.
The Tifton Council for the Arts hosted a reading for ABAC professor and poet Jeff Newberry this week. At the event at the SID in downtown Tifton, Newberry read from his new book, How to Talk About the Dead, which will be published next spring. This is a poem about his father.
If a man leaves the earth traveling at the speed of light, given the globe's relative velocity divided by a lifespan subtracted and divided by single-wide trailers and dead-end jobs, how many years until that same man finds himself beneath shovelfuls of soil?
Newberry also promoted the poetry event Writer's Harvest, coming up Thursday, October 26th at 7 p.m. in Bowen 100. It will feature 3 incredible poets, Newberry says: Mac Gay, Al McGinnis, and Sean Sexton. Admissions to Writer's Harvest is 1 can of food, which will go to the ABAC Food Pantry.
Have you ever ran late for a class and forgot to eat breakfast, or didn't have time to grab water? Don't worry, because BCM has your back. Stallion TV's Mia McGurl reports.
ABAC's own BCM, also known as Baptist Collegiate Ministries, is an essential to some students' Monday mornings.
I love when BCM gives out water and donuts in the morning, because it really just makes me have a good start to the day and look forward to having a great day at ABAC.
So one of the ways our BCM likes to give back is every Monday from 7:30 to 10 o'clock, we like to come out here and give out waters and donuts and just interact with all of our fellow peers and our staff here at ABAC. It's a really great way to give back on our campus.
BCM meets every Monday and Thursday at 6 and 6:30.
Every Monday morning, BCM is located at the corner of Town Hall.
For Stallion TV, I'm Mia McGurl.
Be sure to look for your fellow BCM members at Town Hall every Monday morning before your class for a light breakfast.
ABAC's baseball players have been preparing hard for the upcoming season. With more information on their preseason practice, Stallion TV's Justin Kearns report.
With the season right around the corner, I wanted to ask how the ABAC baseball team is preparing for the season.
I say just really getting after it in practice when we all together. And, been scrimmaging a lot these last 2 weeks. Just trying to get us ready to compete a little bit better, and I kind of like it. So, yeah.
For me, it's honestly just being in the weight room a lot, constantly practicing, just getting better with guys, ready to compete.
It seems that all the hard work is going to pay off. With Stallion TV, I'm Justin Kearns.
Be sure to come out and support Stallion Baseball. I'm sure our players will put on a show.
We live in a world where you have a ton of options for just about everything, ranging from cereal brands to streaming platforms. But with so many options out there, prices can quickly skyrocket. Luckily, various businesses and organizations provide student discounts including Dairy Queen, Chick-fil-A, Chicago's, and many others in your local communities. Even streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus provide student discount services as well. If students are interested in whether or not a business has a student discount, don't be afraid to ask. Students will be pleased to learn that they can start cutting costs and living more financially efficient. I didn't even realize there was that many discounts, to be honest.
I didn't either. I didn't realize there was a place called Chicago's here in Tifton, but with all those discounts on offer, I just might have to check it out.
Yeah, I sure hope Taco Bell has a discount. Well, thank you for joining us today at Stallion TV. I'm Justin Kearns.
I'm Kinsley McKinney.
And I'm Stephen Cardemus. We will be back next Wednesday with more news from Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College.